Hey, good morning, everyone. Glenn Kellaway from the basement. It is Wednesday morning. Yesterday, I posted a video about bands that I'm bored with. Got an overwhelming response in a 24-hour period, almost 900 views now, with tons of comments. A lot of people agreeing with me, a lot of people saying they still listen to that music and stuff. It was all over the place, but uh, one comment in particular I wanted to respond to. Getting tired of something because you have heard it a million times is very different from being bored to tears, which is the way I described it. Hey, it's your video and go with whatever you like. But I would like to hear what you think is not boring now within that same context. This is from a gentleman named Zuni1919. First of all, thanks for watching and thanks for your comment. I appreciate it. First off, if you watch any of my videos, you'll know what excites me. Secondly, I don't see the difference between something getting tired of something, being bored of something. It's kind of the same thing to me, so I'm not quite sure what you're getting at there. First of all, I did not want to give the impression that I do not like or respect any of these artists. They were all great. I mean, the Beatles are the greatest band ever. They'll always be the greatest band ever. Just when I listen now, I just want to listen to something else. Like I'm sitting there going, I want to take it off. Like I've heard it enough, and I'm bored listening to it. It tired of listening to it, if you want to use that phrase. It's your comment. You go ahead, buddy. But I do want to make the point that I was not bashing any of these artists except for Brandy Carlisle. But I I was not trying to give the impression that I do not like any of that music because I have a ton of respect for it. Grew up with it, love it. But just I've moved on. And as for what excites me now, yesterday I was watching a Rick Beato interview from 3 years ago with Sting. And the reason I wanted to watch it is because I bought that Sting 3.0 live album on Record Store Day, which is absolutely freaking incredible. I love the guitar player. His name, I think, is Dominic Miller. And I made the point when I unboxed the album or opened the album on my video on Record Store Day that I didn't know who that was. And it turns out he's been the major collaborator with Sting for the past 30 years. So when I saw he was involved in the interview with Rick Beato, I was more interested in hearing from Mr. Miller than I was from Sting. But Sting made a great comment about music. There was a lot. It's a great interview because there's lots to talk about how he creates music. Because if you don't like Sting, I get it. But the man is a great songwriter and a great musician. And talk about something why does it excite me when I listen to something like Sting? Because he incorporates jazz, he incorporates classical, there's a rock element to it, sometimes reggae. He'll throw in anything in there, and sometimes all in the same song. And he'll go to strange chords. There's key changes in the songs. And Sting made a comment that describes exactly the way I feel. If I'm not surprised in the first 8 bars when I listen to a song, I'm probably not going to like it. And that's pretty much the way I feel. Now, maybe 8 bars is a bit of a stretch. Maybe it takes a bit longer. But I need to hear something, whether it's interesting chord progressions, whether the lyrics catch me right away, whether there's a certain instrument that sounds really cool. Sometimes you ever hear a song like, I'm trying to think of an example where they'll bring in an instrument that doesn't normally fit there, and should be a contrast, but it sounds really good. Like that's kind of thing I like. I love that. So I listen to jazz. Why I love progressive rock. Why I'm not a big lover of pop music, which has a formula. Verse, chorus, and get in a catchy riff, and that's it. It's kind of boring. for me. And so that's the way I feel about it. Anyway, um, I don't know, a year ago or whenever it was, gentleman by the name of Dennis Lind, who lives in Ottawa, Ontario, was watching my videos, commenting, and after a while we realized that, man, we have such a connection on what we like and don't like. It's uncanny. And I had the chance earlier this year to go to Ottawa and met up with Dennis. We met up in person, spent a great evening together talking about music and watching a hockey game. How can you do better than that? Anyway, Dennis and I have become very good friends, like really close friends. I consider him one of my best friends. He's just an awesome dude. I love communicating with him. And if we lived close together, I think we'd be hanging out every frickin' day. Anyway, he notified me the other day and said he wanted to send me some stuff. Now, Dennis, you guys know, I'm sorry, Sam, I'm going to mention Widespread Panic. I promised I wouldn't do that for a while. Dennis is a huge Widespread Panic fan and has been for over 30 years. He told me he had some stuff he wanted to send me. First of all, Michael Hauser, who was the original guitar player and original founding member of Widespread Panic, used to play sitting down. Now, this started because Michael had a problem with his leg. If he stood for too long, something weird was going on with his leg, so he had to sit. Then eventually, Michael was battling terminal cancer and still touring with the band, and obviously he was sitting for that reason too. But anyway, so there's this kind of famous silhouette that they use of Mikey sitting in his chair, and this is Mikey on the Moon. Now, this is an original T-shirt from I don't know how many years ago, brand new, that Dennis had, and he gifted it to me. I'm just thrilled to have that. Dennis, thank you. That was really special that someone would part with that. I really, really appreciate that. He sent me 6 CDs. One, a band that I need to dig into to see if I like them or not. My friend Pat at Close to the Edge, who, I digress for a second. I was on his channel yesterday and we recorded a video, our 10 Guilty Pleasures. Pat is going to upload that sometime today. So by tonight, check with Close to the Edge channel and watch our collaboration on our Guilty Pleasures. It was a lot of fun. And Pat's got a great channel. Pat is a big Wishbone Ash fan. That's why I mentioned that. And I got a comp called Best of Wishbone Ash. So I'm anxious to hear this because people say the Wishbone Ash Argus album is really, really good. So I'm interested in hearing this. Now, what else did Dennis send me? If you're a Yes fan and you go back right to the beginning, the guitar player before Steve Howe was named Peter Banks. When Peter left Yes, he formed a band called Flash in 1971. I have never heard these guys. I'd never heard of these guys, but Dennis sent me 3 of the albums. This is Flash in the Can, and this is a twofer, 2 classic albums on one great CD. The albums are Flash, self-titled, and Out of Our Hands. So I am very curious to how that's going to sound. Next, a band called Strange Folk, which were around, I think, in the 90s, Weightless in Water. I listened to this yesterday. It has kind of there's a lot of acoustic guitar and some electric guitar, and it's very country rockish, but I don't know how to describe it, but it was really good music. It was just really good. Strange Folk. Check these guys out. Really good. Good guitar playing. Vocals are great. Lyrics are great. Just a good album. I don't know how to differentiate it other than that. The one that he gave me that has really impressed me was a band called The Big Woo. I believe they're from Minnesota. Is Minnesota or Wisconsin? I can't remember now. Anyway, around in the 90s, they started out as like a Grateful Dead cover band from what I've been reading. Then kind of became part of the jam band scene in the late 90s. And this album is really good. Now, a lot of, when you hear the word jam band, you always think of these extended, oh, I'm going to have to listen to a 20-minute guitar solo. You'll find with these bands that their studio albums are very structured and concise, 4-minute songs, rock songs, and they're just rock albums. It's when the live stuff is usually with all the jammy stuff goes on. But I have listened to the first 3-4 songs of this so far and absolutely love it. It's great. The Big Woo. Check this out. Tracking Buffalo Through the Bathtub. Interesting album. One more thing, another album he gave me is he knows I play banjo and love that kind of stuff. Is a gentleman by the name of Gordon Stone from Vermont, a banjo picker. So I'll check that out too. Dennis, thank you so much. He also gave me a VHS tape of Widespread Panic Live. Now, I don't have a VHS player, but this will sit proudly on my shelf. It's like a little collectible. I love that. Okay, last but not least, doing the album exchange with Larry Graves. I hope we're going to get together early next week to review these albums. Captain Beefheart and the Tragic Band, Blue Jeans and Moonbeams. I've got to review that. Genesis, Calling All Stations. The Doors, In Concert. Black Oak, Arkansas, High on the Hog, and the Beatles' Red Album. I'm not going to say anything more, although my friend Jeff, Speaker's Corner, another great channel, check out if you're not a subscriber. Jeff responded to the video. I'm going to leave you with this. Jeff responded the video with this great statement. Larry, I hope you catch this. Friends don't make friends. Listen to the Beatles. Good night.